start this out. And in the theme, I'm going to start with some shit that I'm working on too. So I was out to lunch with this bitch, as us bitches do, go out to lunch and have a good time. And she looked at me and said, Tanya, you are getting a little old to get by on your natural good looks. Have you considered using more makeup? Oh, the brass balls on this bitch! Who does she think she is to tell me I'm looking fugly on the middle of a day when I'm trying to have a good goddamn time? I had no choice but to look her dead in the eyes and go, fuck you, Mom! Oh yeah, they get lippy in their 70s. You gotta check a bitch really hard. You gotta make sure she knows her fucking place. Yeah, I recently turned 52. In case you didn't know, that's fucking bran muffin old. You remember being a kid? And Grandma was like, you want a lovely bran muffin? And you're like, that thing tastes like dirt. No, I like them now. Why? Because I want to shit later. You know what that's like? Eating things you don't like just so that you can drop a deuce the next day? It's fucking horrible. I get to swerve shit I like because you never know the consequences. I might not be able to go out in public. And another thing with getting older, people don't warn you. After 40, you start riding the wheel of pain. You in your head, you're still 16 when you wake up. You feel fresh, you feel light, and then you move. And something hurts. And that's spinning the wheel of pain. You're laying there still, and it's like, here we go. What's gonna hurt today? Here lately, my tendonitis has been acting up, and that is actually, it's actually been interesting because I bought a heating pad for the first time in my life, and occasionally I fall asleep with it on, and I'm so single and lonely. I woke up in the night, so I'd fallen asleep with the heating pad on the pillow, and it felt like there was a warm person, and I almost kissed it. And then I remembered it was just a heating pad and a pillow, not a person. But you hit that wheel of pain, and usually it's a joint or a tendon or whatever, but every once in a while, a surprise comes up on the menu. A surprise. Recently, I had a big surprise. I spun that wheel of pain. I went to move. You know what hurt? My asshole. Now, let me make it clear. I'm so very single. Nothing interesting had gone in. And you heard about my pooping. Nothing good had come out. There was no reason for my asshole to hurt. And we're talking the level of pain where it was like, ow, ow. Like, I hobbled into the bathroom and did that peek of shame that we call it. What the fuck is going on? Do I need to go to the hospital? There was nothing. It was this normal little dusty pink butthole that I've had for decades. There was nothing wrong. And it just stopped. Just stop. That's what young people don't understand. They're like, if you're insane, you should see a doctor. I would be at the doctor every fucking day. I can't afford that. My health insurance sucks. But I am trying to be more healthy. I've lost a lot of weight because, I used to be really fat, and people that are fat say, well, you say, I'm concerned about your health, and they're like, well, I'll just get sick and die. No, that is not always the way it works. I have sturdy constitutions in my family. I can remember the first time they told me that my grandfather was going to die, St. Alphonsus, when it was still nuns as nurses. I was 5 years old. And they were like, he's not going to make it. He lived until I was 49! He was sick for 44 years. People in my life don't get sick, in my family don't get sick and die. They get sick and live. Do you know how terrifying that is? Sick for 44 years before he died. So I started taking care of myself. Recently, I reached my high school weight. And then, thank you. And at one point, I weighed 310 pounds, so that's extra impressive. But then I immediately went to Chinese buffet because That's the right way to celebrate weight loss as far as I'm concerned. We got some ladies in the audience, and we got some gentlemen. I think, ladies, we all think about that, you know, if the weird Freaky Friday Disney movie thing kind of deal where if he just woke up with a penis, but and dudes are always like, yeah, you go fuck, and we're like, no. I know exactly what I would do. I have a full-length bear. The first thing I would do is strip off my clothes and just jump up and down and giggle for like 3 hours. Glasses, you know, and then I would figure out how to do that helicopter thing. And I would run out and pee on everything that I always wanted to pee on. And then I'd run up to strangers and I would go to jail. So it's probably good that I don't have a penis. There would probably be no fucking, I'd probably wank it at least once, but ladies, we all know we don't do that very dexterously, so I'd probably fuck that up, but you know, that's the way it would go. So I'm pretty glad I don't have a penis. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to get this going? Oh, no. This is the late night night, you fucking degenerates, and I say that with love. Let's get some loudness.